The Maine Board of Licensure in Medicine is being sued by its former medical director. That's according to the Bangor Daily News. The newspaper reports Dr. Brenda Goweski filed the lawsuit against the agency and its executive director in federal court earlier this month. According to the BDN, Dr. Goweski says she was illegally fired from her job with the board after Northern Light Health said it did not want her involved in any of its cases. The paper says Goweski's complaint alleges she had been previously fired from her job as an emergency room physician at Eastern Maine Medical Center after she reported concerns about patient safety. The lawsuit states while she says she initially received positive feedback from the board's executive director, that changed when Northern Light intervened. Goweski is seeking unspecified damages.